we got a lot of compliments, about the workers, the people that organized it and everything. So I'm really happy about that.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Actually, we got a lot of other events that are coming up down the road, and I'd like to invite a lot of people to come in. Even for our day programs, we have even programs for our language and whatever,
Danse nito Timtik, Nanaskamau, for coming to Enoch Cree Nation on January 1st. Natoki topi natsikas and okimau maskegsik ochinia. My name is Billy Morin from Enoch Cree Nation, Chief of Enoch Cree Nation, and I'm just so honored to reflect back on the round dance that we had, for the healing, for the ceremony, for the prayers, for the laughs, for the tears, and everything that everybody brought to Enoch Cree Nation. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year to everyone here at Enoch Cree Nation. I want to commend the Enoch Chief and Council, Chief Billy Morin and his council, for hosting this round dance in commemoration of the people here in Enoch. There are stories told that from my visits with the leadership that there was no round dance here they can remember on New Year's Day. And they wanted to organize, host this event, this round dance, so that they could bring the people together. Bring the people together in songs and prayers and with the drums. Bring all the people here to share in a way that invites the Creator into their life. As Indigenous people, we must remember that we have a long history with mysteries within our history and teachings that we can carry on that will sustain us as people. It's gatherings like this going to bring us together.
Our culture is our identity. It's our key, and it's one of the last things that we have left. So coming together with round dances, ceremonies, powwows, sun dances, different things that we come together as our people is one of the things that we're trying to set for our 7th generation, for our people.
I feel good. I think it's, we're sitting here, Enoch Muskegowsak is sitting in a time where we're really starting to find that balance between the way things were and the way things are and the way they're to be. We're starting to find that balance, and it's all starting to come together, and it's evidenced, as in here in the round dance. We're starting to see more of our ceremonies come back, but yet at the same time, administratively, we're sitting at the office and we're attempting to go paperless. So it's a good time.
I know a celebration like this to bring in the new year is always something that is very good to have for the community. I know I was telling the chief that this morning I went to see my uncle, and our tradition is he sings a New Year's song. And that's always something that I believe in, is the way the elders have always brought that in. You know, it's for prayers for everybody, and it's the guidance that helps us as leaders throughout the year.
Well, I think, it goes hand in hand with the new year. We're starting off with new beginnings. This is a great way to bring our culture back and start off the new year. So my history of hockey actually began in this building. As a young man, young kid, Mom and Dad brought me to the rink. I was very fortunate to have a lot of my friends, my cousins, everybody from the nation, that we stuck together for a good long time, and we had great teams. And I was able to be here at the old barn and get a lot of ice time. And when I got to a little bit older and I knew I was playing competitive hockey, that this is something I really wanted to do.
There was a prophecy a long time ago, that the elders had said, we had a lot of sacred artifacts and different things that come from this nation. We're sent away for protection. And they said that
eventually these artifacts will come back to our people and to our nation. And so a lot of those things, went away and they were kept safe. And ceremony that we're having here today, round dance ceremony celebration, was something that we're looking at bring back, and ceremonies, traditions, the culture, plant that seed. So a long time ago, our people, elders called it Muskegsa, people of the land of medicines. People came here to gather medicines, and we were very, very strong that way, traditional. And over the years, being close to Edmonton, that kind of went on the wayside, but we're looking at as a cultural program in the nation to bring that back, bring that strength back, to understand who we are. They say we need to understand who we were to be able to understand where we're going. So we're glad to be hosting these type of traditions and ceremonies.
In an aspect, it was like a residential school. We were sent off reserve, and at times I wonder why we aren't, how do you say that, getting justice for the abuse we took when we were in school, because we used to get hit and everything by teachers too in the school in the city. So for me, we lost our culture that way, never learned our language like we have the opportunity now. So it's exciting.
Following our laws, our songs, our ceremonies, our connection to the land, we have to carry these on to our young people. If we don't, then we no longer exist as a people. So, and that's happening, and we see that every time we go into our lodges, every time we sing our songs. So I'm very hopeful.
I just want to encourage people to continue to try, just to keep trying, not to give up, because one word that the elders often tell us time and time again is agamemo, which just means to persevere and to try harder. And I think that applies to everything in life that we do.
Give thanks to the Muskegsic Cultural Department program, because it's a legacy that they started. The fire is lit to bring back our culture, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing happening in our nation to rediscover identity at this time, and it's going to bring us far as a nation.
And when he came down that hill, the first people to meet him were the women. And the women took him and they nursed him back to health. But one of the things that the women did was they looked after him. They took him into their lodge. That lodge is called Okichitao Skogamik. Okichitao Skogamik means it is the lodge of the women, and we never hear about that anymore. It is in that lodge that Wisakitsak transferred the laws over to the women, and that's one of the reasons why women are considered the law keepers. Part of our laws is to listen, and listening and hearing when we begin to teach about the laws. Paastahuin, paastamuin, ochiniwin, ochinimuin. We are not a lawless people. The white people like to think that we are lawless, but we are not. That is why we are considered nations. We say we are nations because of those laws. And one of these laws is when we wear our dresses as women. The dress symbolizes the shelter of the teepee, migwa. So when we go into ceremonies, the women are given the dress to wear. And it's part of the teachings of the laws. I wish I could say it in a language because it sounds so much more powerful in the language. My first language is Kinihiauno, the Cree language. That's my first language. I really struggled in law school when they told us that we gave up our land, when I know our elders said we never did. So I started researching it, and I found out that it's true. Whatever our elders said is true. As women, we never gave up that jurisdiction and authority. So to all you women, I want to let you know that you're very powerful. You're powerful because you're connected to the land. And I found that out when Idle No More began and our round dances went all over the world. That's the power of our drums, and that's the power of our songs. What we're doing is we're doing our actions of sovereignty, our actions of nationhood. It's in our songs, and it's in our ceremonies, and it's in our languages. That's how come it's so important to sing in a language, to speak to our children in a language. Kanihio mo tutawaigo, kakskita kiktansika ismantuimotsik. How to say their prayers, how to speak in a language.
Everybody say hi, hi.
How did you feel after the round dance was over?
Oh, I was pretty tired. Pretty tired, but happy, you know, that we accomplished what we planned to do. And we got a lot of compliments, about the workers, the people that organized it and everything. So I'm really happy about that.